This is not a kid-friendly show.
Alright, we're about to start the final quest in the Menopause series. Let's talk about Fight Club. Hello, large cats, just the person I need. I have something to propose, but we'd best do it in secret. Okay, let's accept the quest. Hassan has something important to discuss. Could we have a moment of privacy, please? Of course, but only a moment. 6 finger in ears. Okay, you can come out now. Good evening, large cats. Osmond, where'd you come from? I was a guard who escorted you into the city. I was a child in the marketplace watching you excitedly. I was among the gaggling of gossipers outside the palace. What? Which? My point exactly. I was all of them, yet none of them. But how did you even get into the city? Why all that song and dance with Misa? If you could just come and go as you please. It's all thanks to you. I'd never gotten in without you laying the groundwork. Your reputation with this city, true leaders, your work to uncover the plots of the Pharaoh. Only recently I have found a way of entering the city and feel safe enough to do so. Proof of my lineage, along with the information Zenlit has provided me with since my exile, has been enough to secure a number of new allies on this side of the wall. Make no mistakes, though, that my being here is still incredibly risky and dangerous. Regardless, I don't have to keep Isan waiting for too long. When you walk around Menopause, what do you see? I'll say a hive of villainy obscured with witful decadence. Precisely, I knew you had a good eye on you. Just look towards the workers to our west and you'll see broken and starving men and women forced to live like pariahs beneath the heel of the rich and powerful. How do you think our glorious host Isan makes her money? Sure, she trades in physical goods of nefarious origin, but her main export is gossip. Gossip that flows up to the imperial sector and culminates in entire families vanishing in the dead of night unless they pay her to keep her secrets. There's a long dark shadow cast by the Grand Pyramid and it devours this entire city. Any murmurings of dissent are met with brutal force, and I cannot allow its citizens to cower beneath its darkness any longer. So this isn't about you seizing power. I didn't realize you cared so much about social justice. There's a lot you don't know about him. I do not endorse his actions, and his expulsion from Al-Qarid truly is deserved, but I believe he would be a much improved sovereign in Menopause. What would Amir Ali think of you aiding Osman? I've advised Amir Ali from a young age. I know him well enough to say that this is in the best interest of both him and Al-Qarid. I'm sure he will see the truth in time. Besides, Osman is the rightful heir to the throne, after all. He has shown me the proof. It is irrefutable. That is an injustice that must be rectified. And contrary to how it might look, I am no fool. Even in the short time I have been dealing with Hassan, she has shown Menopause cares not for peace, but for coin. There is no deal to be made with the current Pharaoh that will benefit Al-Qarid. I know that these people, my people, deserve better than the depravity they dwell within, and I believe you are the one who will help us change that if you are so inclined. You are in a position of influence when it comes to the leaders of each of the 4 districts in this city. We will need the backing of each to stage a coup, at which point we will storm the Grand Pyramid. My birthright is undeniable, and anyone who stands in the way of a positive change is most certainly wicked. I am certain that when the Pharaoh sees the dissatisfaction of his citizens, he will step down peacefully and we can resolve this in a cordial manner. Will you help me? I will help him if I get to end him. Please, spare the barbarism. It must not come to that. You must stay your hand. I need you to persuade each of the faction leaders and their people to meet you at the base of the pyramid, stage the coup. You can enter the palace and nominate me as Pharaoh, at which point I will be summoned. I'll take it from there. And so on, you can uncover your ears now. Thank you, Osman, my dear. How did you hear that? I barely whispered. I had no idea what you're talking about. Indeed, you will, however, comply if you do not wish to invalidate our deal. As for you, large cats, Isan can be your first stop. I shall prepare for your return. Okay, talk to Isan. So about the conversation you overheard. Still have no idea what you're talking about. Really? Large cats, I am a lady. And I need to be courted. I have a favor to ask, please hear me out. Almighty Hassan, I think it's plain to see that the Pharaoh has outstayed his welcome. I wish to install a rightful heir, Osman, ex-spymaster of Al-Qarid, in his place. I need your help. You need my help to commit treason, you mean? I would never consent to such treachery. In fact, what's it worth to you that I don't just take out this information to Pharaoh right now, At the least, I would retain my extremely beneficial position. That can be arranged. With extended powers, responsibility, and remuneration, naturally. Osman has already agreed this much with you. What else do you need? Just one other thing. Several sailors in the Ports District are currently on strike, after realizing how much the cargo they have been transporting on my behalf is truly worth. They are probably right, but I can't let doing the right thing get in the way of a healthy profit margin. See if you can have a word with Wadood and get his kink smoothed out. I'll see what I can do. Alright, we're arriving at Wadood. Talk to him real quick. Good day. Ahoy, to what do I owe the pleasure? I have something rather discreet I'd like to discuss. Does it have anything to do with the return of the rightful heir to the throne? What? How do you know that? Like I said, very little goes on around here I'm not aware of. What exactly Osmond wants from me, however, is a mystery. He wishes to reclaim the throne as soon as possible by uniting the four factions of Menefos. Four factions, I count three, and then there's the bone-idle laborers that make up the worker corp. Regardless, it's no secret that things could be a great deal better for the seafaring denizens of Menefos, and a regime change could trim the sails on the route towards genuine social reform. But how do we know if Osmond will be any better? He's better than the alternative. Surely anything better than your current ruler. You do have a point. Things have got truly dire. I'm in. On one condition. The life of a wave-riding prince is one of luxury, and each of my men live a lifestyle befitting the brilliance afforded by the azure tides that ebb beneath their thrones. As such, it becomes more and more difficult for me to convince my people to lower themselves to menial work. All they want to do is exercise their gods-given right to broach uncharted territories and liberate themselves by skimming across the surf like a stone. Truth is, the ships still need loading with cargo and materials need to be sourced for repairs. We require someone who doesn't find it unbecoming of themselves to carry out such lowly work, maybe even someone who has wasted their entire life on the land, who was born into the dirt and belongs there. Talk to Batal in the worker district, see if he can't muster up a few of the most eager brethren. He will make sure that they are housed and fed, but only if they are prepared to put in a solid day's work. Alright, will do. Off to the worker district. Good day. Is it? When so many people have had the yams stolen from their savoring mouths? I didn't realize things were so bad. I shouldn't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. Everyone's out of work or scared of losing their job. Quite frankly, I'm angry. So you could say you're desperate for a change. Anything that would lead to a better working and living conditions for my people. I come fresh with a meeting with Osmond, the rightful heir to the throne of Menefos. He seeks to return Menefos to its former glory by means of a revolution, but he needs the support of the workers. That all sounds well and good, but where is this Osmond? Is he too good to dwell amongst the majority of his populace, exercising the same God's given right that he has bound us to a life of thankless servitude? Do you think someone who is so openly opposes a threat to the Pharaoh should be in plain sight? I am here as his emissary. I will take concerns to him and make sure he hears them. Well, that's already more than the slave drivers in their golden pyramids have ever done for us. I'm in. Wow, I'm getting good at this. On one condition. Aww. It may be difficult for an outsider such as you to understand, but the shackles of the worker caste are difficult to break free from. Even when we've worked diligently for half of our lifetimes, all we want to do is retire and live as comfortable an existence as our meager means allow. In order to buy a dwelling out of the slums, away from the toxic glare of the forges of factories of Menefos, we require a signet from the Pharaoh himself, thanking us for our years of service. The imperial crest proves to the rest of the city that we are Menephites just like them. The crest of Menefos entitles us to much more than just a good home and high-end market wares. It provides us with validation that the blood needed into the sand from our toiling has not been in vain. Well, technically, it's out of vain. The Pharaoh has seized the formality of these services, and along with it, any hope my people have of a brighter future, where they aren't trapped in the life they were born into. Will you try to convince those in the Imperial District to resume these proceedings? Sounds good, I'll try. Off to the Imperial. Alright, here at the Imperial. Stockholm met. Well met, soldier. Hello, I have something to discuss. Permission to speak candidly? Granted. At ease. We'd like to stage a revolt against the Pharaoh. You speak of treason. If you were one of my soldiers, I'd have no choice but have you arrested, publicly flogged. You knew this, and yet still asked me so brazenly. What made you think I would not do just that? I can read between the lines. You are loyal and duteous, but it's plain to see that you're well aware of the current Pharaoh is unfit. You just need an outsider's perspective. The Pharaoh on the throne is from a line of usurpers. I am here to request the rightful heir, the return to Senlitin's bloodline to the throne. in which case, outsider, you have my interest. As one of the few allowed close to the Pharaoh, I have witnessed his fall into psychosis firsthand. He's lost touch with his city and its people. He'll drag us all down with him if things continue. He has become ever more difficult to reason with, more brutal and withdrawn, and he has become filled with an endless greed. I will happily assist, but on one condition, that this be a bloodless coup. We should get both the Pharaoh and Menefos the help they need. Osman has specifically mentioned his distaste for bloodshed in this instance, so we can depend on you and your army support. If you can get the rest of the city's leaders on board with this approach, then yes, you can. At the very least, we will stand aside. Great, cool, bye. However, there is one condition. I knew it. What can I do for you? Do your boots need a spit shine? Maybe need some fresh acacia logs for a cabin? I can shine my own boots and chop my own wood, thank you. I need to deal with something that has been a thorn in my side for quite some time. I need you to bring the Jack of Spades to justice. He has evaded capture for long enough. He needs to be dealt with first, so that the people know that sedition and insurrection will not be tolerated. Okay, I'll see if I can bring the Jack of Spades. Into the shifting tunes. Talk to Ozan. Large Gats, to what do I owe the pleasure? Hey Ozan, the Pharaoh is on his way out, and I've been tasked with trying to unite the citizens of Menefos against him. Revolution and rioting? Can I help you with the looting? You can help me in a different way. Akhemet wants me to bring in the Jack of Spades. But I'm the Jack of Spades. I know that, Ozan, so can I take you prisoner? If I help Akhemet, she will help Atal, who will help Wadud, who will help Isan, who will make sure this revolution goes down. What? No, we would fake the Jack's death though. Here's my mask. I'd recommend dipping it in some blood or something to complete the illusion. I'm sad to give up the Jack's persona, but I can always get my new alter ego. What do you think of the Torch Tickler? What? That's not so good, but thanks for your help. How will I get blood on this thing? Alright, so I found out you're supposed to go here in the merchant district and then take the hood and use it right in front of this fish stall. You'll see this bucket of blood, so we go there. And now we got the Ozan's blood-covered mask. So we could get that to Akhemet, and that should be exactly what we need to start this whole revolution. So go ahead and talk to Akhemet real quick, see what happens. Have you managed to locate the dastardly Jack of Spades? I managed to find him easily enough, but we couldn't come quietly. Let's just say he won't be a problem anymore. This is a blood-soaked hood? Unbelievably brutal. What did you do with the body? I buried it. Deeply, I hope. Jackals have been known to dig up shallow graves. We'd best go find it, chest to check. I buried it in fire. We Menephites believe in embalming our dead. Only commoners go out in a pyre. I'm impressed with how you brought him down, and that you've observed our custom. The Jack deserve no respect in life, and even less in death. Will you support me in the coup and start signet ceremonies again? I will support you, but the Pharaoh will still not make public appearances for the ceremonies. Not that much will matter much longer. Perhaps the new Pharaoh may even walk among his subjects. Here are some signets for you to hand in to Batal. The workers can perform their own ceremonies in the interim. I'll see you outside the Grand Pyramid after you've gathered everyone. Okay, off to the Batal. Have you managed to procure the light at the end of the tunnel? Those in the Imperial District wouldn't resume the ceremonies, as the Pharaoh still refuses to make public appearances. However, they have given me signets for you to hand out to the most deserving. This will make a world of difference to the workers of Menefos. Historically, we've been so excited to meet the Pharaoh himself, but public opinion has shifted a great deal in recent years. Mine especially. I thank you. So I can count on your support and your workers? You can. I will send Wadud my brightest and best workers. If you could deliver him the necessary documentation, they will start work with him next week. Thank you for bringing hope of redemption back to the people who need it the most. Off to Wadud. Here's Wadud. Let's talk to him. Have you managed to get some extra hands on deck? Here's their certification. Batal has cleared some of his brightest and best. Even his brightest and best won't be a match for my crews, but it will save us some lost limbs here and there. So can I count on your support? You can, and with the addition of my new crew, the strike can come to an end. See you at the pyramid. Guess we have nothing left to do but to talk to Isan and make sure everything's right with her. Alright, here's Isan, see what she has to say. Fantastic, I've already heard about the strike and it's been cleared up. Business would be back to usual in no time. How did you know before I got here? You run fast, my dear, but it pays to be well informed, and I like being paid. So now that the cash flow has resumed, I can count on your support? You always could, but it wouldn't be me if it didn't ring you out for every last penny first. What a asshole. I guess I have to speak to Hassan. Osmond tells me we're meeting the Grand Pyramid tonight. Do you want to go there now? There's no turning back. Yes, let's go confront the Pharaoh. Let's get the preparations in place. What is the meaning of this? I'm here on behalf of the true Pharaoh of Manifos, Osmond, from the line of Senlitin, chosen of Tumekin. The people of Manifos are behind me and desire change. Fools, do you really think the mendicants of Manifos made me master? I was granted my power by the gods themselves. To me, you are nothing but a grain of sand, every one of which is intimately known for those that birthed me. To deny my divine right is to disrespect the deities of the Caridian desert. How can you possibly stand in the face of limitless power? How could the gods possibly regard you as anything but insignificant? They talk to me as an equal. Why did I think this would be easy? And to see the so-called leaders of Menefos have finally settled their spiteful squabbling. It would bring tears to my eyes, but you caught me with them clamped close. You think you would dare to drag the dawning of your day into darkness? You perfidious paupers will be punished. I will make an example out of you, and none shall dare step to my throne with such treachery. Alright, what are these? Manafite Palace Guards. I shall enjoy watching this revolution crush before my eyes. Alright, coming at me, bros. You wanna go? I'll destroy you, Holmes. Yeah, boy. These guys seem really, really easy, so they should not be a problem at all. Bam, bam. Got him. Oh, the Pharaoh's coming down. It's going down, fool. Now you get to experience my power firsthand. Alright. You wanna go? Okay, he attacks with magic. Kneel. What is that? What is... Oh, fuck, I'm stunned. Okay, easy enough. Oh, he hits kind of hard with mage. If I can get him to move again. My frag. Yes, sir. Oh, fuck. What was that? 2,700. I'm pray mage. Oh, shit. I don't have freedom. Hit him with that. Oh, what the what? Get out of the way. Oh my god. That stuff is right on my death swiftness. Easy enough. He's probably gonna make that thing where I need to freedom again soon. Oh, well, what's happening? What? Your face. Oh my god, he looks crazy. What you see is a kiss of Muscat, proof that I am chosen above all others to rule Menefos. Now, surely, after seeing my gift, you will yield. No chance. A shame, for sure, but it makes no difference. You don't deserve to live, so die. What the hell? I don't know if he's gonna do that thing. Oh, yeah. Freedom. Easy enough. Oh, my wrath, what is that? What is that? Okay, that's just that one attack. Nothing to really worry too much about. Let's see if I can get this frag to go. Got him. Awesome. So, this seems like... Oh god, move out of the way. That's the most deadliest one so far. Hit him with Death Swiftness. I'm gonna anticipate just in case he does that thing. Oh no, it was a different one. It was the hard-hitting one. He should be dead in a second though, so shouldn't worry too much. Got him. I yield. Please, I understand this must be difficult to comprehend, but I haven't been in full control of my actions for a long time. When I first became Pharaoh, I just wanted to undo the damage my bloodline has caused. I knew I couldn't do it alone and asked the gods for their blessing. Now I see the only god to answer my call was a mascot. She saw fit to turn me into an abomination and send Jabari to my side. He who had done nothing but blur the boundaries between good and evil, to cloud my thoughts and my judgment. Her corruptions have riddled my body and mind for years. Only now do I see clearly again, and I yield. I see now the tyrant I have become, and I thank you for removing the mask. I have been played for a fool. I don't want to cause any more pain. I wish only to live free of this corruption and start to repay this great city for my sins. If death is to be my punishment, I accept it graciously and without question, though I would beg mercy, such that I could still serve Menefos. Put me to work. Make me the lowest guard. Conscript me to a ship. Please, I'll do anything. Allow me to atone. That is for the people of Menefos to decide. Faction leaders. What should I do with him? The merchants would have him pay the ultimate price for his crimes. Execute him. No, his crimes do not warrant death. He should be imprisoned and left to dwell upon his fate. Why put that burden on our city? Exile him to the east. Let him never return. That is too light a punishment. He will be forced to work as us workers are forced to work. I'm gonna make him work. Thank you. I relish the thought of getting the chance to make things right and remaining in the city I love. Oh, Osmond? Oh, shit. Pharaoh Osmond, chosen of Tamakan. Whoa, what is going on here? Meanwhile, deep beneath Menefos. Jabari, why are you here? You should be with the Pharaoh. I am afraid events have escalated, my lady. I believe the Pharaoh's time is at an end. Not to matter, he has served his purpose, and I have found what I was looking for. Osmond will no doubt try to take his place. With the breadcrumbs we've laid, his downfall will be poetic justice. I care no longer of human affairs. Once this ritual is complete, only thing stands between me and my goal. Do you wish me to leave, my lady? You should be alone for this. I could No, you will stay and bear witness. Please, you must stop. You do not want to do this. You are wrong. This is all I want. You must let this anger go. It will consume you. No, I will consume you. I am afraid. You should be afraid. Your essence was spent long ago. Your shadow is no longer cast. The people have forgotten your name. And once Scarabus finally debases himself, your bow shall be entirely corrupted. Then I shall devour your heart, and with it the last remnant of your existence. You do not understand. I am afraid for you. Daughter, please. I am not your daughter. Oh my god. What in the world? Quest complete. Access to Soul Altar, Pharaoh Scepter Cosmetic Override, Pharaoh Mask Cosmetic Override, a Relic of Tumekin, and 2 Treasure Hunter Keys. So that is it. That's the final part of the quest. Oh my god. Or the final quest in this series of Menefos, or at least the expansions. I'm sure they're going to expand this story further in the future. But that's it for the first expansion quests. We've done them all. If you've enjoyed it this far, leave a like on the video. If you're not subscribed yet and you want more content like this, as well as news about RuneScape, then hit that subscribe button. I promise to keep you up to date. Anyways, I appreciate you watching this series. It's been fun, and I really enjoyed it. I am out. Peace.